Yao Xixue, once a proud daughter of the Blood Ancestor, met a fate more tragic than anyone could have imagined. Her beauty, her genius, her pride, all destroyed in her obsession for revenge against Wang Lin. From being sealed and tortured for 100 years, to sacrificing her very soul to the Wind Demon, her path was one of pain, hatred, and despair. Today, we'll uncover the heartbreaking ending of Yao Xixue, one of the most sorrowful stories in Renegade Immortal. As the story of the land of demons and spirits unfolds, another unforgettable figure steps into the spotlight. Yao Xixue, the proud daughter of the legendary Blood Ancestor, Yao Xinghai. From the moment she appears, her cultivation is already astonishing, late stage of the nascent soul realm. A young genius, no doubt, but her talent alone wasn't the reason for her strength. It was her father, the Blood Ancestor himself, who poured endless resources into her growth. Every treasure, every pill, every ounce of spiritual energy he could offer, all were devoted to his only daughter. Yao Xixue lived in luxury few could imagine. Her stores of immortal jade were so vast that even she couldn't use them all. With her father's backing, she could have reached unimaginable heights in peace. But instead, she made one fatal mistake. She chose to provoke Wang Lin. Before entering the land of demons and spirits, her father had warned her again and again, "Do not provoke that man." But Yao Xixue, proud and headstrong, ignored those words. Once inside, she plotted against Wang Lin within the ancient immortal emperor's cave mansion, a decision that would seal her tragic fate. Her obsession with that cave wasn't new. 4 years, she had longed to conquer it. But each attempt had ended the same way: failure. 3 times she tried, and 3 times she died at the same barrier. Her father once told her she wasn't ready, that she needed to reach the pinnacle of her cultivation before forcing her way in. According to her plan, she should have waited, gathered strength, and used her most precious treasure, the Blood Soul Pill, when the time was right. But fate loves chaos. A strange token appeared in this realm, and everything changed. Impulsive as ever, Yao Xixue decided to attempt the cave once more, her 4th attempt. If she failed this time, she'd have to accept defeat and wait for another breakthrough in her cultivation. The stakes were immense. The Blood Soul Pill was no ordinary elixir, it was a life-saving relic. Each one could revive her from death itself. But she had already used 3. Only 6 remained. In a land filled with danger, that was her entire stock of lives. And yet, even with such caution, her 4th attempt failed again. She died once more, and revived again through the pill's power. 4 deaths, 4 revivals. But this time, something changed. She felt she had almost broken through. If only she had someone strong enough to help her, she could succeed. That's when she thought of Wang Lin. Yao Xixue sought him out, offering a deal: help her break the formation inside the immortal emperor's cave, and she would reward him handsomely. But Wang Lin refused. He was in the middle of a crucial cultivation phase and didn't want distractions. Still, Yao Xixue was prepared. She knew exactly what Wang Lin lacked: immortal jade. Tons of it. He needed it to sustain his cultivation for hundreds of years. So, she made him an irresistible offer. "If you help me, I'll provide all the immortal jade you'll ever need to cultivate up to your next realm." Tempting, wasn't it? Wang Lin was indeed short on resources, and had even considered robbing others for jade. Her offer solved that problem perfectly. Even so, Wang Lin wasn't foolish. He carefully questioned her about the formation's nature. Yao Xixue explained that she had already broken through 11 layers of restriction, and with his help, she was confident they could succeed. Most of her story was true, but she left out one crucial secret: that this so-called formation breaking was actually a trial of life and death. One failure meant instant death, no exceptions. Those 4 failures of hers weren't just failed attempts, they were 4 real deaths, reversed only because of the Blood Soul Pill. Wang Lin sensed that she was hiding something, but the lure of such vast immortal jade was too strong. He decided to think it over, telling her he'd give his answer in 4 months. Yao Xixue grew impatient. She knew Wang Lin was the perfect candidate: his strength, his composure, his potential. But his calm refusals tested her pride. She accused him of stalling for a higher price. When Wang Lin denied it, saying he only wanted jade, not treasures or skills, she made another tempting promise: she'd give him a blood talisman token to access her father's vaults filled with immortal jade. Still, Wang Lin refused to rush his decision. Enraged, Yao Xixue threw him a wax-sealed pill and declared coldly, "If you're not ready in 3 days, forget the deal." Wang Lin studied the pill and noticed something strange. Its runes pulsed with Yao Xixue's heartbeat. She called it her father's blood soul pill, claiming it was genuine. Wang Lin was moved. The blood soul pill was an item even ancient cultivators would kill for. He accepted it, not realizing it was a fake. Only Yao Xixue and her father could tell the difference. Afterward, she tossed him enough immortal jade to cultivate up to the late nascent soul stage, promising the rest after the mission. Then she left, arranging to meet at Gushan in 3 days. When she was gone, Wang Lin's suspicion deepened. He summoned Chao Ido, a knowledgeable cultivator, to examine the pill. Chao Ido confirmed it was real, but Wang Lin immediately realized that was exactly what the Blood Ancestor wanted others to believe. The rumor that it was easy to identify had been a trap all along. He stared at the pill, realizing the truth. This one was a forgery. A real blood soul pill could restore life. A fake one could end it. Furious, he nearly crushed it, but stopped himself and stored it away instead. 3 days later, Yao Xixue waited impatiently atop Gushan. Just as anxiety began to creep in, a streak of rainbow light cut through the sky. Wang Lin had arrived. Without wasting words, Yao Xixue produced a blood-colored statue, forming seals with her fingers. Runes burst into the air, merging with the ground beneath their feet as the statue sank into place. Wang Lin's spiritual sense couldn't even detect himself within the formation. That's how intricate it was. Yao Xixue proudly explained that it was designed by her father himself, and that only high-level demon generals could even perceive it. Then she took out a blood-red compass, telling Wang Lin to follow. As bloodlight erupted from it, Yao Xixue stepped in first. Wang Lin's eyes flashed coldly, but he followed her into the light. Together, they walked upon a Zuanlong road that stretched across the abyss of the starry sky. Wang Lin, always calm, began quietly comprehending his reincarnation path of life and death, even as he kept a wary eye on Yao Xixue. Neither trusted the other. Both knew one misstep could mean death. As they moved forward, a mysterious force descended from above. Yao Xixue was the first to be enveloped in its energy, and soon after, Wang Lin felt it too. In that moment, he heard a strange voice whisper, "I am Qing Lin." Days passed as the two continued down this otherworldly path, until they reached a stone platform guarded by a massive statue. As agreed, Yao Xixue used a blood jade talisman to seal the first statue with ease. 7 days later, it was Wang Lin's turn to challenge the second platform. Wang Lin unleashed his forbidden banner, summoning complex seals that devoured and dismantled the stone layer by layer. Just when the statue was about to collapse, its third eye suddenly opened. A dazzling golden rune shot out, and Wang Lin instinctively absorbed it. As he began tracing its form, the rune devoured his spiritual energy and burst into brilliant golden light. Even Yao Xixue was stunned. She had never seen such a reaction before. Her previous attempts had relied on her father's blood jade tricks. She had never truly broken through on her own. But now, before her eyes, Wang Lin had unlocked a powerful divine rune containing the very laws of heaven itself. And that was only the beginning. After witnessing Wang Lin unlock the golden rune, Yao Xixue grew restless. She couldn't bear to see him continue gaining more of these divine runes, powers that could shake the heavens themselves. From that point onward, she personally handled all the remaining trials, relying on her father's blood jade seals to bypass each formation rather than truly breaking them. But when they reached the 12th platform, everything changed. There was no stone statue here this time, only a massive, ominous stone door guarded by 3 terrifying streams of sword energy. These sword lights pulsed with a killing intent strong enough to tear apart the heavens. To open the door, both of them had to cooperate. But in Yao Xixue's heart, she had already crafted a plan. According to her calculations, Wang Lin would take the first sword strike while she handled the next 2 using her father's secret techniques. She expected that even if Wang Lin survived the first sword, he would be gravely wounded, and by then, he would pose no threat to her. But Wang Lin wasn't that easy to fool. He had already seen through her scheme. When the first sword energy came roaring toward him, he secretly used the immortal crystal power within his body to neutralize most of the damage, while his straw hat magical treasure masked his aura, creating the perfect illusion of being fatally injured. In truth, he hid himself nearby, waiting like a shadow for the right moment to strike. As Yao Xixue faced the final sword, believing victory was within her grasp, she lowered her guard for a single heartbeat. And in that instant, Wang Lin struck. He appeared behind her like a phantom, his expression cold and merciless. While Yao Xixue struggled against the final sword energy, Wang Lin unleashed his sealing art. In one smooth motion, he stripped her of her storage bag and sealed her body with ancient magical runes, freezing her completely. She could neither die nor move, even her blood soul pills became useless under his seal. From that moment, Yao Xixue's nightmare truly began. For 100 years. Yes, 100 years, Wang Lin kept her imprisoned within his storage bag, bound by cyclical restrictions that endlessly tortured her body and spirit. The immortal energy within the seal continuously invaded her, tormenting her to the edge of madness. The proud daughter of the Blood Ancestor, once a noble cultivator who stood above countless others, was reduced to nothing more than a prisoner, stripped of her dignity, consumed by humiliation and pain. When her father, the Blood Ancestor Yao Xixue, finally discovered what had happened, his rage shook the heavens. He launched a relentless hunt for Wang Lin across the starry realms. Wang Lin, however, narrowly escaped into the Luotian star domain, believing the Blood Ancestor couldn't pursue him there. But fate was not on his side. The Blood Ancestor forcefully tore open space itself, descending into the Thunder Immortal realm with unmatched fury. What followed was chaos. A being of the second step, comparable to the likes of Tianyunzi, the Blood Ancestor was a power Wang Lin could not possibly confront head-on. He fled desperately, but the difference in their cultivation was too vast. Eventually, the two clashed within a sealed space deep inside the Thunder Immortal realm. Their battle was apocalyptic, energy storms ripping apart time and space itself. In a final act of desperation, Wang Lin detonated his immortal puppet, a guardian at the Xianxia realm level, creating an explosion so violent that it destroyed the teleportation array and trapped the Blood Ancestor within the collapsing dimension. Facing certain death, the Blood Ancestor made a choice only a father could make. He burned his entire cultivation and soul, sacrificing everything to protect a single thing, his daughter's life. In the flames of collapsing time, he used the last of his strength to activate his family's forbidden technique, the dissolving soul into blood. His body and soul split into countless droplets of blood essence, spreading across the void in search of even the faintest hope of survival. Yao Xixue's consciousness flickered one final time, then vanished, only to resurrect once again within the land of demons and spirits, her father's final wish fulfilled. But survival came at a terrible cost. The Blood Ancestor's remaining 3 blood soul pills were gone. His consciousness was scattered. And when Wang Lin, relentless as ever, tracked those blood drops through the void, he eventually cornered the weakened Blood Ancestor once more. In the final battle, Wang Lin crushed his enemy's merging soul, forcing the Blood Ancestor to flee with only a fragment of his essence. Yet even in defeat, the Blood Ancestor's power lashed out. One of his blood drops, filled with explosive divine energy, pierced into Wang Lin's body. Instead of killing him, it merged with his essence, transforming him from within and propelling his cultivation to the Xianxia realm, even as he fell unconscious from the overwhelming surge. Meanwhile, in the Alliance star domain, Wang Lin's true body, his original self, sensed his clone's peril. Furious beyond words, he unleashed his ancient god body, growing 100 feet tall in the vast starry sky. His rage echoed like thunder as he descended upon the Blood Star, the Blood Ancestor's base. With a single strike, Wang Lin obliterated the entire Blood Star. And so, when Yao Xixue awoke once again, resurrected through her father's sacrifice, her heart burned with nothing but hatred. Her father was gone, her clan destroyed, and her pride shattered. She swore she would kill Wang Lin, no matter the cost. To gain the power of revenge, she sought out one of the 9 ancient demon spirits, the terrifying Wind Demon. She offered him everything, her body, her soul, even her future, in exchange for power strong enough to destroy Wang Lin. The Wind Demon accepted. But his price was monstrous. Yao Xixue's consciousness would gradually fade, devoured by demonic energy, until her body became nothing but a vessel for the Wind Demon's soul. And yet, blinded by hatred, she accepted. As the demonic inheritance began, Yao Xixue endured unspeakable agony. She absorbed endless corpse chi to grow stronger, mutilating herself to accelerate the process. Every breath filled with nothing but obsession and vengeance. The only thought echoing in her mind was Wang Lin must die. When Wang Lin finally appeared before her once more, her hatred erupted like a storm. In her desperation to defeat him, she made her final sacrifice, surrendering her last fragment of will, allowing the Wind Demon to fully take over her body. But fate, once again, was cruel. After possessing her, the Wind Demon quickly realized the truth. Wang Lin's strength had already far surpassed what he could handle. Seeing no chance of victory, he decided to abandon Yao Xixue's body and flee. However, Wang Lin wasn't chasing him merely to kill the Wind Demon. For him, this confrontation was about something deeper: cause and effect. Yao Xixue, her father, and Wang Lin were all bound by karmic threads that had to be severed for him to move forward on his path of immortality. During their climactic battle, Wang Lin subdued the wind demon and, instead of killing him, used his supreme divine arts to forcibly separate the demon's essence from Yao Xixue's body. He absorbed the demonic energy and memories, purifying her form and restoring her original human appearance. But Yao Xixue's memories were gone. She was left as an empty shell, alive, but with no recollection of who she was, what she had done, or why she had ever hated Wang Lin. With a heavy heart, Wang Lin sealed the now memoryless Yao Xixue, along with her father's broken soul, inside his 18 hells sealing immortal seal, a powerful artifact meant to imprison even gods. In that moment, he finally fulfilled his grim promise, to reunite father and daughter. But this reunion came not in warmth or peace, only in eternal silence. Yao Xixue lived on, stripped of her memories, stripped of her power, her once glorious life reduced to an empty vessel drifting through eternity. Her father, the mighty Blood Ancestor, remained sealed alongside her, forever imprisoned. And thus ended the tale of Yao Xixue, once a proud genius, later a tortured soul, and finally a ghost of who she used to be. A story of arrogance, vengeance, and a fate that even immortality could not save.